So, if you're an artist trying to get better at drawing, or you're a newbie trying to learn how to draw, you probably found yourself clicking on tons of videos on the best way to draw. And although those videos could be useful, they were just confusing to me. And I can say that could be the case for you too. Cause what are you even supposed to try to learn when you're trying to improve, or just try to learn drawing in general? Anatomy, color, composition, structure, depth? Cause it took me a really long time to find a method that really stuck with me. Almost a year and a half actually. When I first found out about it, it was really stupid, but it was genius at the same time. What I was doing wrong is that I was not treating drawing like a video game. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, you see, when I usually practiced early on, I didn't know in which order to start, so I started drawing things that I thought were important, even though they were way out of my current skill level. You probably can relate to this. Okay, my anatomy is really bad, so I'm just gonna start drawing beautiful men and get better in no time. And then you look at your drawing and it's just shit. You see in video game vocabulary, for example, you can see that you're trying to use a high level spell, even though you're just a level 8 little magician. It is not going to work because you don't have other skills unlocked yet that will help you learn that spell. But now, how do we get to that level when we can use that spell? Well, first, we need to understand the fundamentals of the thing we're trying to draw. Let's return to the anatomy. There are so many things that go into creating a human body. Balance, structure, anatomy, gesture, rhythm. And even those things have little sub-fundamentals that you need to learn. And let's say you pick anatomy. Well, there are muscles of the torso, muscles of the arms, muscles of the legs. Now, what a lot of people get wrong is the order in which you need to learn those things. I struggle with it as well, like really much. Like in video games, there are certain skill paths or skill trees that you need to unlock first before you use the spell that you want. Now, let's return to the anatomy for a second. You will first need to learn the structure of the human body. This is the most important part that you should be learning first of all. Now, what I mean by that is that you're trying to simplify the human body into boxes and cylinders. Then you're trying to understand how you can fit those complex shapes of human body into those boxes and cylinders. Then, little by little, drawing and understanding, this is a key part to growth, by the way. You need to understand the function of that muscle. How does it look from different angles? And if you don't do that, you're just wasting your time and you will not grow at all. All major muscles and shapes will let you combine it into that body part you're trying to draw. Again, using video game analogy, you finally unlocked all of those skill trees or skill requirements to learn that high level spell. This doesn't just apply to anatomy, by the way. You can just break any fundamental you want and apply these understanding things to it. Like, you're trying to see what the fundamental is about, then you're trying to find out the skill tree, or let's say the path. You will need to learn things to better understand that fundamental and apply to your own art. For those who stuck at the end of this video, I will try to give a TLDR on what to do if you're trying to learn drawing the best way you can. And that is, you have to treat drawing like it's a video game, and you must first acquire necessary skills or knowledge before attempting high-level challenges. Remembering not only to practice, but actively understand what you're trying to do is crucial for growth. It's not about repeating the motion, but understanding what you're trying to do or the principles behind it. Now, what you need to understand is that practicing takes a really long time. Drawing isn't something you can learn in 2 days. Even though I have showed you a method that really worked for me, you'll still make mistakes, and that's really okay, because if you make mistakes, you learn not to do them, and with that you become better. Just like me, I have been trying to learn anatomy since the beginning of this year, and I made really a lot of mistakes that held me back so many times. But I understand not to make those mistakes again, and I can say this helped me with other fundamentals as well. And I just know if I keep using this method and keep working hard, I will get to the goal I set for myself. And anyways, thank you for sticking out of this video. I'm sorry if I sound really weird today, because I have a cold, but I'm still recording this because you really need to get the discipline in if you're trying to learn anything or just trying to go as well. But if you have anything you would like to add or something you're really not unsure of, please comment down below because I read and listen to the comments you guys make. But anyways, I have been salty. Thank you for watching my video. Bye bye.
Not a big fan of the government. I'm not a big fan of the government. Not a big fan of the government. Not a big fan of the government. Not a big fan of the government.